My name is Carrington the Genius, and today we continue with lesson 6 on our TensorFlow tutorial for data science and machine learning beginners. And today we are going to be talking about how to compile and optimize the model. Before I continue, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button below, and this way you get updates when I make the next lesson, and also you motivate me to keep making this lesson. So just subscribe and also let me know if you have any challenges following my class. So now we are talking about tutorial 6. Actually, I normally change the name of the file to correspond to the name of the particular tutorial I'm handling. Alright, so now there are 3 things you need to know before we be able to understand how to compile and optimize a model. Actually, this compilation step is quite easy, but let me just explain what it means using what it means to compile. So to compile your model, you need to specify a number of things. One is the loss function, right? So there is a function that relates the real output y with the output from our model y bar or y bar or y hat, right? Or y prime, yeah, y prime. So this, let's call this function LF, relates y to y bar. So it basically tells us how accurate the model is. So for instance, if the output is supposed to be 0 and it gives us 0.012, you see that there's a difference between the real outputs is supposed to be 0 and the actual output. So this loss function is going to capture this difference, and that is what is going to be used to propagate back. And back propagation, we are going to talk about this much later. Propagate back into the model to be able to update the model. Now the next thing you need to understand is called the optimizer. Now when you have calculated the loss function, you need to update the parameters in the edges of the network. How do you make these updates? You use the optimizer. The optimizer determines how and to what extent the model is updated when it's during backpropagation. And metrics now monitors the training to determine when to stop. So when you are training a model, you can train it indefinitely and mess up your model. You can train it for very short time, and then the model is not optimal and doesn't make good prediction. So the metrics monitors the training process and determines when to stop training. At that point is when the model becomes optimal and you got to stop the training. Alright, so enough of theories. Let's now write the code to compile our model. So I'm going to simply say, let me just put a comment, compile the model. Again, I'd like to recommend follow along in your own system, and this way it becomes easier. Later when we are going to be actually doing something more challenging, it will be easier for you. For now, I want everyone, beginners, to be able to follow. So don't worry if you don't understand everything perfectly. So it's a model.compile. So remember, it's similar to the model when we created the layers, we did something like this. So in the case of compile, we need to specify the optimizer. In this case, we are going to be using an optimizer called the Adam optimizer. So I'm going to say optimizer is equal to Adam optimizer. So this is the name of the optimizer provided in Keras. So I'm going to specify the loss function. So you actually call it loss is equal to, so the name is kind of very long, so it's called sparse categorical cross entropy entropy. Okay, so this is the loss function we are going to be using. And finally, we are going to specify the metrics. So we are going to be using just the metrics, only one of them. Of course, you can specify more than one. So the matrix is going to be, so you have to give list of matrices, list of metrics, and for now we're only interested in the accuracy of our model. So we're going to use just accuracy as a matrix. Okay, so let's see. Am I missing out something? I don't know. So let's run it to see if it works. Good. So perfectly okay. Our model is compiled. Our model is now ready to be trained. For now, if we use this model, for sure we can use it, but it's going to give very, very, very inaccurate results. So let's train it first before we use it. So in tutorial 7, we are now going to proceed to train our model. Remember, subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button below. Share this video around so that we can have other people who will benefit from these classes. And also feel free to leave me a comment if you have challenges following my class. So we see you in tutorial 7.